Good morning.
Is that how we're starting it?
Yeah, we're starting. Why not? Man, Nathan, how are we?
I've noticed you really like saying, how are we? Jacob's tagline, how are we? How are we?
I think it is. I want a t-shirt. Just, how are we?
No, I actually do think it's the funniest thing when people say we. Like, we're not loving that.
I think it's so funny. Who
Talking
just
about
said
the
it
design.
yesterday?
Someone on the planning team. Yeah, we're just not loving
I think it was
that.
Caleb or Janine, actually.
I think it was Caleb.
It was Caleb last
Other
yesterday,
Caleb. It
on
was the other
phone.
Caleb. Yeah. We're not loving that.
Yeah, we're not loving that.
We're good, though. I was meaning to ask you, are there any good movies to go see? Nothing else?
Oh, The Long Walk, actually.
Would Kayla enjoy it?
No.
Dang.
Stephen King. It's like the Hunger Games type movie where in the future you have to walk, and if you stop or you get slower than 3 miles per hour, they shoot you in the head.
Oh.
And so it's just these young men walking with military guarding them. It's like a game, and if you win, you win $1 million or something.
How long do they have to walk?
Last man standing.
Oh. Like,
So
everyone
if you
else
stop
gets
to
shot.
pee, if you sprain your ankle, yeah, it's getting great reviews.
Dang.
And then one battle after another, DiCaprio's latest movie is getting excellent reviews. I think it comes out on Thursday.
But nothing out right now.
I don't think so.
Dang. That's discouraging.
I haven't been home long enough to know. I did watch Man on Fire, it's a Denzel movie, which is
on the plane.
fantastic.
Was that the one you were watching on the plane?
Yeah. It kind of influenced the John Wick
Really?
era. Yeah. It's great.
That's cool.
Every time it cuts back to me, these Cokes will be in a different position. Like Kip with the cheese and Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Every time it cuts back, his cheese pile is different. No, I'm good. We are just in our busy season, man. We just came back from one of the prettiest weddings ever. Just gorgeous. We're at the Four Seasons, you guys, in Napa. So before we get into our podcast, I just want to say how beautiful that whole weekend was.
Gorgeous.
I gained a strong testimony. I think that's
appropriate. Yeah.
of the bride makes or breaks a wedding day.
They do.
All to say, it was nothing really went wrong this weekend. It was a really good start to finish. Carly Saber events killed the weekend. All the guests were lovely. It was everything was like pretty top tier for us. But even when everything's going well, the bride's attitude is everything.
It is. Trickles down for sure.
She was just eating this huge breakfast. She was chill. We went through half the day, and then someone realized they never put the necklace on her. And we had done a bunch of portraits, and I thought she'd be like, if that was me, I'm like, that's the look. Like,
Yeah.
She said, oh, it's okay, I'll put it on later. And I was like, man.
Chill bride.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
It was funny asking Carly, the planner, towards the end of the day, from our point of view, we're like, everything went so smooth, you know? We have no idea what it was like for her, but we're just like, hey, everything went really, really good on our end. Like, how are you feeling? She's like, no, great. Honestly, the most stressed moment of the day was when she was called to go get the groomsmen in the golf cart and take them to kind of like this patio area. And she's like, I showed up there, only realized they were gone, and they were already at the patio area. So they were already where they needed to be.
They got themselves there.
Yeah, they got themselves there. But that was the most out of plan things went. And I think if that's the most stressful part, everything went really, really
She called
smooth.
me and was like, I'm getting the groomsmen right now. I'm like, oh, they're here. And she's
like,
like,
what?
I was wondering. I didn't know was answering the door.
But everything went incredibly smooth.
Yeah, it was a great
Man,
weekend.
I'll never not be impressed by how fast these event rental companies can set up a space.
Yeah, we showed up and nothing was set up.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We showed up, nothing was there, pink wrapped chairs.
Yeah.
And within a couple hours, it was just this beautiful reception space.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Gorgeous.
I can't wait to show you guys. That was like one of my favorite weddings ever. It was beautiful.
So fun. Hard to not love.
Great photography
Napa,
team. We worked with Emma K Photo.
which was
I was like, you got to get to know Emma K Films because that would be the duo of the century.
Emma K Photo, Emma K Films.
Imagine the planner, how annoying that would be.
Emma
K. So funny.
Yeah.
She was great though. Killed it.
Yeah.
Her
love
photos were
her
insane.
and her team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic wedding. Really, really like it.
classic Western dinner.
Man, these Western theme parties.
We're dialing it in.
Yeah, they're
Nate
very
had
popular.
the KFC elevated fit going on.
I sure did. No, I grew a mustache for this Welcome Western.
It was good.
Yeah, people didn't recognize me.
People liked the look.
People liked the cowboy with the mustache. I might be rocking it this week as well.
Why not?
Yeah, no, I think for the past like 4 weeks we've had a Western Welcome,
Yep.
and this week we have 2.
Back to America's roots.
The Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a good Western. However, elevated Western. There's a difference between elevated Western
True.
and just like a Western we've learned.
Also, not everyone knows what
We
a
sure
dress
did.
code means.
We sure did.
We showed up elevated Western, and half the guests.
Everyone's
I'm
like, just
what are you
cocktail. Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
It was a great weekend.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Just one of those weddings you're like, this is great.
Uh-huh.
This is sick.
And then this weekend, why don't you tell them what we're doing?
Yeah, this weekend we're getting all the boys together.
Man,
All the boys
can't
together.
wait.
We're splitting up. I'm going with Dallin
Hopefully.
to Aspen.
Unless he gets his wisdom teeth removed today.
He'll power through.
Yeah, I think he will.
Aspen with Dallin to film a beautiful wedding at Little Nell.
Mm-hmm.
Nate is dropping us off in Aspen, and then taking Sam and Tanner up to Steamboat 3 hours to work with our favorite planner, Carly, to film a beautiful wedding.
Flying Diamond Ranch in Steamboat.
Steamboat.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, driving 3 hours to Aspen, picking us up, and then 6 hours home.
Yeah. But since
we're all together.
Since my wife is listening to this, I got to really dumb it down so like it doesn't seem like it's going to be too good of a
It's gonna be
time.
one of the best trips of our entire life.
No, I'm really not looking forward to this car
Nate's gonna
drive.
forget he's a married man.
I'm not looking forward to
He's
this
gonna
car
forget
drive
he has someone at home
with 4 of my best friends. A 9-hour car drive.
Can't wait. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So
and then
we'll
we
keep
get
you
home
posted on
Sunday
that.
night, and Monday morning we leave for New York to film for Forma, which we're very excited about. And we're getting our headshots taken by Short Stash. We come home, have a simple ceremony next weekend in Park City, 2 hours of coverage. And then the following Wednesday, we go to New York again to film with Caleb. Come home that weekend. And then I leave on Tuesday to go to Tuscany. You'll stay home.
I'm staying home.
You'll film a wedding in Park City on Sunday.
Yep.
We'll go to St. George for our workshop. Go from our workshop right
Back to Colorado.
Lions.
Yep.
We're done. Maybe go to Spain.
Yeah, we're probably not done. Let's be honest. So we're excited. We're making it though. We're
making it.
man, Christmas is gonna hit. I'm so excited.
Can't wait to just not talk to you all of December.
Yeah. No, sometimes we do
kidding
that.
me?
Yeah, sometimes we just get home and we're just like, Jake, I'll see you.
Yes.
Well, recently it's like, hey, I'll
you
see you in a
later.
couple days. But
Yeah.
I think when end of November comes, it could be like, Jake, I'll see you in January.
See ya, Kindred. Let me know what suit you get.
Yeah. Just see a charge on the bill. Jacob.
For real.
Whoa.
Story of my life.
Well,
Okay, so today, hold on, I see this planner I just found to Kenzie.
today we're going to be reviewing, who is this? Tala Jane?
Hey guys, right before you started, we had a pod. You guys, we had a set schedule for these podcasts, but then as we sat down, I found this reel and I loved it, and I wanted, because Nate and I talk, or at least I rant about this to Nate
I listen.
every wedding. Not every wedding. That's not true.
Pretty much.
Often.
Every wedding.
In fact, when we have a great photographer, I reference this as a bad example because I'm like, I hate when photographers are like this, and I love, for the most part, when they're like this. And that's usually what we work with.
I believe you
We work
actually
with a lot of great photographers.
posted a thread that's really in agreement with what we're about to watch.
Exactly right.
And it turned out to be one of your best performing.
Controversy sells.
So there's no bias here, obviously.
We have fully monetized hate speech, and it is awful.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to react to this together, and then we'll talk about it.
We'll watch it through all the way
Yeah.
for the first time.
So I'll play with my full sound, then you can. This is by...
Tala Jane?
Oh, whoops. The wrong thing.
House of
this is by
Chapters?
Taylor Jane.
House of Chapters _
I think she's an Australian photographer.
Europe. Where are you getting that from?
Her accent.
Oh.
All right, sorry, start over.
Okay, enough is enough. Someone has to say it. Future brides, I am not your wedding planner. I am your wedding photographer only. I am not
Only.
there to coordinate your day. I am there to capture your day. Only if you would like someone there on the day to make sure that your day runs smoothly, hire a wedding planner. Period. I have plenty that I can recommend. I have enough to worry about on your day. And coordinating it is not on my shot list. Love you, bye.
She has the love you bye. So it all comes from a good place.
Can't argue with the love you buy. Yeah.
Thoughts, initial thoughts. You know my thoughts.
Just starts slamming the Coke Zero.
Just one pull.
It's like, Jacob, how'd you do that? My thoughts, I mean, I'm in 100% agreement.
Right?
I think it goes for pretty much any vendor, but I do think photographers get kind of the brunt of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would say it's just the market thing. You know, elopement photographers, I feel like take a lot of pressure on themselves, kind of like run the day. And then as you go up, there's kind of like this expectation from brides where the photographer's just keeping track of everything.
Yeah.
And that should never be their job.
No, I think it's also not their fault a lot of the times because I feel like they just start that way. Like in the low market, there aren't wedding planners.
They're just running the show.
Yeah, like I didn't work with a wedding planner for years.
Yeah.
And the photographer was hired, given the timeline, sometimes made the timeline, because they just knew that if I'm going to document your day, it'll be a lot easier if I just help run things because no one is hiring a planner. And so I think photographers, a lot of times, and we've experienced some of these photographers who are trying to get into that next market, working with planners, and they don't know how to let go of control to just service and be, what did Rebecca tell us today? The grateful servant, is that what it's called?
Servant's heart.
Yeah, the servant's heart. They don't know how to let go of the control of like, I'm the boss. They come to me. They ask me questions, and I get to decide rather just document.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because what House of Chapters just said is great and all, but I do feel like there are photographers who would clap back saying like, I need to be running the show. If I'm going to get the shots that I need, who we've also worked with, those types of photographers, where they kind of just step on the toes of everybody else to get those shots to advance their portfolio.
Yeah.
Photographers need to let go. Video needs to let go. Everyone who's not the planner needs to let go and just focus on their lane, focus on what they specialize in.
Yeah. I think, I'll just say this. The word I've been loving recently, and it was said to us by our friend Aaron Tharp. Aaron Tharp, for those who don't follow 31 Films, is, in my opinion, one of the best wedding filmmakers. Arguably one of the best filmmakers.
Just creative business owners. Yeah.
Truly an artist, a business guru, and a friend. Like truly just friend everyone. He used a word. We had brunch the other day.
Did you remember the word? Because I remember you left.
No, I need to know that word.
So where are you going with this?
You'll see. Let me dance around this for a few more minutes.
Yeah, let him just talk for a sec.
And then I'll get to it.
See if he remembers the word in that time.
Dance around this for another 20 minutes, Nate, and then I'll get to it. No, but the word he used, he was talking about a wedding and dealing with a high caliber client, and he used the word gentle.
Yeah.
He said, I was being very gentle.
That's right.
He said he wouldn't, he didn't walk in there and say, okay, can we get these lights turned off or can we close these blinds? Yeah. He said, instead, I just kind of walked over, opened the curtain a little bit, pulled the shade a little bit, dimmed the lamp a little bit, kind of, adjusted this a little bit. He was just being very gentle.
I like how you're talking gentle.
He was being very gentle with this group. And I remember him explaining it, and I think like we always talk about being, out of the way and documenting, not producing, not, making it about us, and when it doesn't need to be. Sometimes like they want it to be. I get that, not all the time. But just him saying like he was being gentle. I feel like ever since that conversation, I've tried to be more gentle in my direction and how I pose and how I coordinate. And even how I just respond to like the planner when they ask for something or the bride wants something, just being gentle and saying like, we'll make this happen versus I'm sure I bet what this photographer experienced was a bride expecting her to just take charge. And she said, I'm not here to do that. Which I think when you're a photographer without planner friends, you probably just think it's part of the job. Like how you and I probably used to think, like back when we worked at FTF, like just doing every role ourselves was just what the job was until we started having DP friends and audio friends and gaffer friends. And then we realized, well, I don't want to do their job. I'd rather help them help me, you know?
We even got corrected on set by a very experienced DP saying, no, why are you doing that?
Don't do my job.
Did you charge for that?
Let me do my job.
No, don't do it then.
And we'll let it fall in blue. Like, it's just like, there's so much power in just doing your job. And so when you're asking your photographer to wear 80,000 hats, you're going to get a different type of result, is all I'll say.
I do want to push this one step further. And I don't know why this has been bothering me lately. I had an experience this past week with someone that you and I both know who. I'll tell you who it was after this show.
Is it Sam Hansen? Gunman.us. Is it Dallin Aldous? Neither of them.
No, I was shooting with one of our friends and very last minute thing. And I was just going to help him. And it wasn't a wedding, okay? It wasn't a wedding.
I'll get this.
Yeah, you will. And some things went wrong. And those problems were communicated to the client when they didn't need to be. And I could see in real time the client reacting and going, oh, you know, because they had this vision of how they wanted this shoot to go. And then when they meet, this is coming along with the gentle thing. So part of being gentle is not telling the couple, whether it's a bride, whether it's the planner, whether it's just a random client, what's going wrong. Because things are going to go wrong. Yeah. But I watched in real time is the client's face kind of got a little concerned. You know, everything was great from my end. I was like, we're going to make this work. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, adapt.
But it was like, you know, this isn't ideal. This and this is happening. And, you know, I think it'll work. It's like, that's not what anyone wants to hear. So part of being gentle is not going to the bride and saying, hey, just so you know, we're running behind. That's the opposite of being gentle, you know, not going to the groom and saying, hey, just so you know, planner's a little stressed out that you and the boys aren't ready to go yet. Like that is a big no-no, I would say.
I'd say so.
No.
We just worked with, or last year, we worked with an instant favorite photographer of ours, Amanda. Amanda K, photo and art. What's her business name?
Amanda K, photo and art, right? Art, yeah.
Amanda, the best.
The goat.
Family photos, I've never seen a more efficient system in my entire life.
That was incredible.
And maybe we're just new to this market. Maybe this is a standard up top. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at this, Amanda had a coordinator for family photos who had the family list, and there's a lot of family members. And so Amanda's job was taking photos. She was there, posed, and doing perfect composition every single time, perfect posing, very efficient. And her coordinator, Sarah, had the PDF and was getting everyone on deck, getting them lined up. So that way Amanda could focus on taking photos while someone was coordinating the family. And you might be saying, well, isn't that the planner's job? I don't know. I don't think so.
We've had it both ways.
I've seen it happen, and I think that's an extra mile service type of a thing. But like the fact that like Amanda had the foresight to say, I'm going to make my job easier and give the clients the best experience by just alleviating one more job.
Yeah.
And you might think that's far-fetched, but I'm sure you do it all the time. We do it sometimes when we know, okay, the client really wants this drone shot. We can't get that because we're doing other things. Out of our pocket, we're going to bring a third shooter for that drone moment, and it's always worth it.
Yeah.
Even though it costs us more money, it's like, and they're not paying for it. I'm like, I don't care. I know the client will love it. And also, like, selfishly, I know we'll love having that option.
No, I would say, just thinking about Amanda and that experience and looking back at this last year, I'd say every single wedding that's been our absolute favorite, I would say there's one thing in common, and that is that everyone has just respected their roles and let everyone do their own roles. Like Amanda, she knew family portraits are mine. Like we didn't say a single word during family photos. No. We just sat there and clicked record and they did everything. And just thinking about all our recent weddings, like when the photographer knows, hey, this is videographer's part of the day. This is the photos part of the day. Recently, I think it was actually in Napa this past weekend, maybe the week before. But I was talking with a photographer who was setting up a flat lay, And she's like, hey, by the way, do you want this? I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll get it. She's like, great, I'll set it up. I'm like, okay, great. And then, just making conversation. I just said, hey, I always feel bad, because you do all the work. You set up the flat lay. We come over, click record, and we're done. You clean it up.
Film it, right, Caleb?
Right. We do film it now. But I'm like, I feel kind of guilty because they do all the work to set up all these flat lays. We come over, take a 2-second video, and walk away. I'm like, I feel kind of bad. And they're like, oh, don't worry. Like, it's the same thing for us for speeches when you guys light it. And we're like,
That's exactly right. You know what? You should be pulling your weight.
You guys are setting up all the lights, making them look good, so we don't have to bring out a flash.
Always are very, like, at minimum, the first look is like our arena. Like, I feel like every photographer I've ever worked with, big or small, amateur, pro, they always kind of let us at least handle the first look, which I always appreciate.
Yeah, I do too.
More times than not. It's always just like, hey, like, this is a very movement, scene-oriented audio story. Like, let you just do it and I'll capture or work around you. Whereas usually we're the ones saying, like, do your thing, we'll work around you.
Yeah.
So PSA to brides when you're hiring your photographer. And I get it. Like, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time it's your first wedding. And so you don't know what you don't know. And you might think, something's different, and you might have experienced attending a wedding and it was different, but PSA to all brides, your photographer will do so much better of a job if their only job is photography. I know our friend Sam just got married, and his first hire of a vendor was a wedding planner.
Yeah,
because he is in this world too, and he knows that when there's a coordinator, it lifts so much of the burden off of every vendor, not just the bride and groom. And so I was like, I remember he's like, the first thing we got was our planner, and the planner was just amazing. I'm like, you just get it.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, let your photographer take photos, which sounds obvious.
Sad that has to be said.
And get somebody else to coordinate. And don't let it be your mom, by the way.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't pick a family member. Let them enjoy it.
No, I was going to say that, like, totally get it. If you're a bride looking for an event planner, sometimes they're a little pricey. But I've noticed a lot of day of coordinators, and I don't really know exactly how those split between
cut back on the alcohol budget and get the planner.
Yeah. So if you can't get a planner, look into maybe a day of coordinator.
Yeah, even that's helpful.
It lifts a burden off your shoulders.
Not that they're less than. I'm just saying.
No,
at the very least,
just make sure everything. Just the most. Yeah, they might be useful. I don't know.
If all you can get
is somebody.
No, I know a lot of planning services have different tiers, and you can day of coordinating, full design, full planning, whatever.
And so, like, if you want to go the cheaper route, which I don't recommend, you get a day of coordinator. You still
at the least.
I believe at that point you find like all the vendors that you want, and then the day of coordinator just make sure they
I have no idea
show up and do their job.
I also, did you see that TikTok of that bride who like gave their thank you speech, and then she took the mic and said, I want to thank myself. You seen that video? And everyone cheered.
Yeah, I did.
And it was like kind of like an empowering, like, I did this all myself.
Right.
I remember being like, good for you. But then I was like, that's sad.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, good for you. You pulled it off, and like, this is all your vision. You like, no one helped you. Definitely sounds like your groom didn't do anything.
No.
But then, and everyone cheered, like, yeah, you're the queen. And I was like, yeah. But then I was like, that's actually sad.
Yeah, it is.
Because I just know how much goes into this. And I know how much she could have enjoyed it even more if she wasn't, in charge. I mean, even our friend Sam, he had to like pay an invoice the day of his wedding.
Yeah.
And I was like,
for the cold sparks.
That's a good example of things I'm like, you shouldn't have to deal with this on your wedding day.
Yeah, the cold spark guys. Hey, can you make sure he pays that right now?
Yeah.
Like, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. So PSA to brides, get an event planner.
Yeah.
Before we end this episode, Jacob, this is a shorter one. This is a commute podcast. For some reason, I don't know why, but in our Facebook group, on Instagram, other Facebook groups, which you're not a part of, I understand now.
Forgot.
Good for you.
How's it been? How's the world out there? Dark as ever?
Same old.
Classic.
Just everyone freaking out about the smallest things.
Not really hot.
No. But what is kind of having this weird resurgence is everyone's freaking out about content creators again. And I don't get it. I thought we already hashed that out. I thought we already were like, hey, by the way, don't worry about content creators. You're going to be fine. But now everyone, I think, saw one video of a content creator who made
attacked in Facebook yesterday.
You did?
By Jason McCutcheon and...
Okay.
All these
That's
guys.
who shared it. No, Jason shared a video of a content creator who made like a minute and a half, like cinematic teaser with like a drone and everything. And he said basically that content creators are videographers and they're coming for our jobs sort of thing. And everyone's just kind of like, I feel like freaking out about content creators
Set me
again.
loose.
Whereas we've worked with a content creator more than we have not over the past months. And I have felt nothing. In fact, it's like, hey, they helped us get a gig. They helped us get in touch with the planner.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Someone explain to me like I'm 5 how they are threatening your product. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Because here's my thing. Have you seen that dope? I think they're in a Japanese film house. They call themselves content creators, but not with phones. They shoot on cameras, but they don't make wedding films like with speeches. Like, they're there to make you
Cool stuff.
like basically like think of like before iPhone content creators. What was a content creator? Like a Sam Colder.
Yeah, sure.
You know, like,
yeah. I'm a content
They
creator.
specialize in content creating vibe videos for weddings.
Okay.
But it's like super dramatic, epic, cinematic, FPV. Like it is
I think
crazy
I know.
cool.
Do they use like an Osmo for
It
a lot?
is so
I think I know
cool.
who you're talking
They
about.
do
Yeah,
lights. They get these cool smoke
Yeah.
shots. Like it is like a 3-minute recap of the
Yeah.
most insane. It's like a sizzle reel of your day.
I know who you're talking about.
That's their product.
Super cool.
Would I ever worry about losing a job to them?
Shouldn't be.
No, not because I'm better or worse than them, because they offer a different thing. So you should be promoting your product. Your product is not a content creator's product. So if a client is comparing your product to a content creator's and they go with the content creators, that's not saying theirs is better. That's just saying that product they want is more in line with what they want as a couple versus yours.
Yeah.
They don't value what you have. And maybe the question, instead of saying, well, let's destroy this industry, is maybe make yours better.
Yeah.
Or figure out a way to communicate the value you have to offer better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I said on this post, I said, if content creation is threatening your wedding film, it's time to improve your product. I don't see any similarities between what we deliver our clients and what a content creator does. But also know that Gen Z is on the rise and everything they want is less polished, less produced. We were talking to a girl yesterday who says that when she gets married, all she wants is 3 content creators. No photo, no video. And then everyone commented and disagreed with me.
You're wrong. Yeah.
Someone said, for me personally, can't say without looking at the data, but question is more geared to what is the product they're offering. Again, why do you care? You shouldn't have, you don't, it doesn't bother you. Just focus on yours. And then Jason said, I disagree. I have seen content creators literally make the exact same content as us on phones. And that's where I'm like, what do you mean exact same content? Are they miking the groom? Are they doing ceremony edits? Are they doing speech edits? Are they giving like a 20-minute doc edit? Like, I don't understand what the exact same thing is. If we're talking about social media, it's like, well, photographers do that too. Should content creators be pissed at photographers for making reels? I don't know.
Where do we draw the line?
Videographers make UGC content all the time.
Yeah. They just make it look better because they use their camera. No, I will say that I do just think everyone needs something to talk about. I think everyone would be better off if we all collectively left the internet for a month. Just 1 month. Maybe through the busy season. Let's just get through it. Not worry about it. I think one of the main concerns I'm seeing right now is that people aren't always focusing on content creators replacing videographers, as they are saying that our content creators are trying to take a shortcut into becoming a videographer. Like, they'll do this until they get someone saying, hey, do you do full videography? It's like, yeah, I can do it for, a discount. And that's kind of their way into it. And if that's the case, who cares? Like, everybody got into videography, wedding videography somehow.
Look how you got started. I'm
sure
I can
you
find-
probably shot something for free.
Shut up.
Yeah, we should all just take a relaxing breath and just say, it doesn't matter. Focus on your own product. And even if wedding content creation from an iPhone does get big, there's always going to be the opposite reaction in a different tier. They're going to be people who have no value for iPhone, and all they want is the event captured with a 4K, 8K, 7K camera, whatever
I
it
just
is.
think the market's big enough to service everything.
Right.
I don't feel like...
There's so many weddings going on.
And then you guys are going to spend all your time trying to compete with content creators, and then the trend will come back to this. Then you have to adjust back. Whereas if you would just stay consistent in your product,
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just think like, I just don't think it's hard to. Yeah, I do. I think what I told you this. I think what's gonna be interesting in the content creation world is it has the lowest barrier to entry
Yeah.
than
It does.
any vendor
It does.
in a wedding.
Yeah.
There's not a single vendor I can think of with an easier barrier to entry than content creation.
I agree.
Florists, everything you have to know someone and invest a lot of money into gear or resources or something. Content creation, you can literally walk around town and get vibey shots on your phone that everyone has, and then make an Instagram with cute branding and probably get a gig, and then show up to that gig with the same phone and not have to invest in thousands and thousands of gear the way we do. And so I'm curious to see, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm just curious to see, because of how easy it is to get started, I do think sometimes the price of entry for videographers and photographers sometimes weeds out the people who aren't as serious about it. And so I'm curious to see the people who are serious about content creation and being the best content creators, whatever that means for them. I do think they will be, I'm gonna be careful how I say this, they will be easier tainted by the crappy end of their spectrum because it's gonna be a lot more
Lots of it.
than we are, because everyone has a good and crappy end of the spectrum in every vendor. We've all met great and bad of every vendor, right? But I do think like the amount of investment that goes into being a wedding vendor usually kind of weeds out a lot of the crappy.
Yeah.
What I'm really saying is if you're broke, you suck. No, I hope you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Say it better for me.
I'll let people chew on that one.
You know what I'm saying?
You take it. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I think most people know what
Same
you're
with
saying.
like,
well, yeah.
I think same with a lot of things. I think the more money things cost, not every time, usually.
Yeah.
I also know why I preface myself so much. I feel like our audience is always on the same page as we are,
I agree.
just in case. But usually the more money you spend, the more serious you take something, and so it weeds out people who aren't serious about it. Like there's a reason like a mastermind costs more than a course. They want you to join the mastermind if you're serious about it.
Yeah.
Whereas a course, it's kind of like anyone can have it.
Right.
Content creation, I'm just curious to see because everyone has an iPhone, so you could literally just make an Instagram, have a cute brand, and get gigs.
Yeah. I mean, you can, we were talking about this past weekend. It's like, if you're worried about a content creator taking over your job, like, wouldn't you rather just be nice to them? Because if they end up taking your job and they remember you as the nice person, maybe they'll hire you.
Yeah.
Imagine being a content creator, this content creator girly, because most of them are girls. I don't think we've ever seen a male. Never seen a male content creator. I'm sure there is one, but maybe, I don't know. Imagine being
BTS,
this, I mean, fantastic brand right there.
Patent.
Imagine being this BTS content creator girly. You show up and the photographer, videographer, published in Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, dressed to the nines, and you're just like, wow, these guys are the big deal. And they come over and they say, what's up? How are you doing? I'm Jake. I'm Nate. I'm whoever.
Right.
Good to have you here. Can't wait to work together.
Yeah.
Like, how's that going to make you feel? You're going to be inspired to like keep doing this,
Yeah.
you know, network more. Maybe if a planner comes your, I don't know, but like there's never any reason why you should be rude to a content creator. Like they're just doing their thing. Don't worry about them.
Yeah. And also to end this, this is a long
commute.
final commute. But to end this, I will say like you'll always find more success focusing on your own thing than worrying about other people around you are doing.
I agree. Yeah.
And so like if you want to spend all your energy comparing yourself to the videographer next door or the content creator who's in a different industry than you or niche than you are, and you spend all your time hating on them and trying to like figure out how to beat them rather than just focus on you and making your product great.
Yeah.
I just think that's how you die. That's how you burn out. That's how your business, not you, that's how your business dies. That's how you burn out. How you get so frustrated and lose passion for this. Whereas if you just focus on your craft and loving your craft and making it better every single time and being a team player and collaborating, because content creation is not the last new vendor. No. There will be more.
There's going to be a ton.
We're talking to a friend who remembers when video was the brand new vendor. And the photographers were saying the exact same things about videographers as we are saying about content creators.
Yeah.
So
Adapt.
history's repeating itself.
Adapt.
Yeah. I mean, not to get political here, but we also, don't have to look too far. In politics, when you spend all your energy talking about the other side, you lose showing your own vision.
Yeah.
And I think same with businesses. If your whole business model is trash talking somebody else, no one ever gets to know you, and all of you have unique skills and products to bring to the table. And for the same reason that we don't compete at the same weddings as like a Will Sarmiento because of our styles are different. I just think it's the exact same principle with content creation. It's a different product. It's a different thing. Depends on the client.
Yeah. You done with that Coke Zero?
Yeah. Guys, I'm not going to drink both.
Next week you will.
Next week I'll have one.
That one.
And I might be wearing the same thing. All right, you guys. This was a good chat.
This is a good one. I look forward to next week.
Sorry.
Next week's going to be
ranting the entire
episode 98 next week. We're coming up on the 100th episode. Give us some ideas, guys.
We're going to do 100,000 things we love about weddings.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.